What is going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to another episode of Swoop Luke. In this episode, we'll be previewing the Collingwood Adelaide Round 2 clash. Just before we get into it, mind my voice. I've been sick this whole week. It's my week off work and I've got some sort of super flu. It's not COVID because I've been doing a bunch of rats tests, but the flu is back in season and I am absolutely feeling like crap. But let's push through and get this preview done. Also, I got a little lav mic. So it's finally there, so the audio should sound a little bit better, but we'll improve it as the weeks go on. So, round 2 at the G against Adelaide. We are back home, and God, it will feel amazing to be sitting back at the MCG with a meat pie, some sauce, some beer, and what's Guy Grossi doing? Octopus and quail legs or something. So, beautiful. But despite the odd assortment of food, there was nothing odd about Collingwood's on-field performance last week against St Kilda. Did you like that segue? We were just on fire early, we were on fire late with 60 tackles all up. Great pressure in that last quarter. Yes, in that last couple of, the second quarter, the end of the third quarter, and the start of the fourth, we were a little bit slow, especially late in the quarters, except for the fourth quarter where we just, blitzed them. Something that we can work on. That was probably one of the only negatives in my review that I kind of took out of that game. But all in all, we scored over 100 points for the first time since round 2 last year. So you can see that Craig McRae's, the new DNA that he's instilling in Collingwood with the never say die spirit, the keep fighting, and that attacking, running game plan is already working wonders. And it's just so exciting to see. There was a segment on, I think, AFL 360 or On the Couch where they were talking about Collingwood's chaos ball, which is just kick along, kick it to a contest, Mason Cox brings it to ground, or, we got that pressure with that tackling with Bo, we punch it on, whatever it may be.
Kick from the wing to a contest there because the fear of getting scored against on turnover is too great. Now, it doesn't work, but it didn't stop them. I mean, here's another one. Off one step, same position on the wing. Nah, I'll just go in there. It's another contest. It doesn't work. But they weren't afraid to go there, Gary.
No.
And ultimately, they found passages of the play like this one. And again, it's not perfect.
Look at the players on the open side there. They would have taken those last year. And again, you're right, it's not perfect.
Look at that. It gets spoiled. It's a hack kick off the ground, but it creates a scoring opportunity. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Well done to Craig McRae.
And that's what McRae was saying, contest, contest, contest. And that's exactly what we need to see against Adelaide, because we know they've got a decent midfield, and we'll go into a little bit about it now. Had it not been Heath Chapman from Fremantle's goal-saving punch, Adelaide would be going into this clash with a win under their belt in round 1. They had, some of the play against Fremantle. Fremantle couldn't kick straight, but Adelaide were pushing and looked like they could have won, but obviously Fremantle won that game by a point. Guys to look out for in the Adelaide team, Josh Rochelle. Am I pronouncing that name right? Rochelle? Josh Rochelle. Sorry if I pronounced that name right. Wrong, sorry, not that you'd be watching this as an Adelaide player, but kicked 5 goals. Youngster, first game, debut, 5 goals. It could be beginner's luck, but our Smalls have to really, really be on their game against him. Ben Keys as well, 37 disposals, which is insane, inside midfielder, so, he'd probably be going up against, you'd think Taylor Adams, maybe De Goey at one stage. As long as we get the pressure on him, we kind of nullify. If he has 37 disposals and 30 of them are crap, good job. But we don't want a Tom Mitchell 50 disposal and he's damaging with most of them. Close him down. I'm not saying a hard tag. I'm just saying close him down, body on body, and don't let him grab all of these disposals. In saying that though, Adelaide at halftime were down by 25 points, and that was thanks to Freo's pressure in their attacking half. Wouldn't let Adelaide get past their halfway or 3/4 of the ground. So where Collingwood can sort of win this game, yes, by kicking a big score. Obviously, we talk about this all the time. Applying that pressure. We know we're a good pressure side. 60 tackles last week. We can do it. You got the likes of Bo McCreary, Jordan De Goey. Brody Grundy gets in on the tackles. Taylor Adams. These guys, these absolute bulls, need to apply that pressure. Our forwards are really good at applying that pressure now. Don't let it out of our defensive. Sorry, don't let it out of our attacking 50, and get those repeat entries inside 50. Get that scoreboard pressure up. We kick a point, we go in, we keep it, we lock it in. So you can see that. I think maybe that's where some of our game will be, and Craig would have watched the and the other coaches would have watched the Fremantle Adelaide game, see how well Fremantle pressed. But then Fremantle took their foot off the gas a little bit. Adelaide kicked 6 goals straight. Then they're in the lead, and then we all know what happened. As I'm recording this, we don't know the full squad, but we do know that Mason Cox is out with an ankle injury, rolling his ankle in one of the last marking contests of the game. In replacing him, making his club debut, is Nathan Kruger. I've talked a lot about Krugs, and you know I absolutely love him. 6 inside 50 tackles as a full forward against Hawthorn in that practice match. Like, what else can you say? That was great to see. And his intent at the ball, Craig McRae came back and said, you know, he'll give 100% and he's fully in. And, you know, that's what we love to hear. All our guys are fully committed, obviously. But 6 inside 50 tackles in, I think, the 3 quarters or the 3 periods that he played. Kicked a couple of goals. He looked great leading. I was there at the game. Big body as well. I think he is the one for the future. I don't know if he fulfills all of our full forward needs, but he is one for the future. He is one for the now. Let's see him, you know, take this opportunity with 2 hands and, you know, make Cox knock on the door. Make Cox play great in the VFL to come through and keep his spot. I'd love to see Kuru kick 2 goals this game against Adelaide. I don't think the lineup will change a lot. What we might see is Will Hoskin-Elliott come in, because now with this new game plan that Craig McRae and the coaches have put forth, I think it really fits Will Hoskin-Elliott in that forward flank, moving on to the wing role, taking those marks, that run that he has, and he is a really good kicker of the football. So if he is that link-up play, maybe we see a Trent Bianco come out. As much as I love Trent, he didn't have that great of a game last week. Get some form in the VFL, maybe come back. So I'm thinking only the 2 changes. Will Hoskin-Elliott comes in, and obviously Nathan Kruger comes in. I really think that we can match Adelaide. Like, we've got a really good defensive side. Jeremy Howe, Darcy Moore, you know, those 2 guys make your team 100% better. Yes, we don't have Braden Maynard. Jack Madgen is very serviceable down there. Isaac Quainer, Johnny Noble, and of course you can forget Scott Pendlebury and Nick Dacos as well off the half back line. Nick Dacos will be good for the run against the Saints. He racked up 27 disposals. Look, I'm not expecting him to get high 25s or high 20s all the time. As long as when he gets the ball, he uses it to the best of his ability, and we know that he's an elite kick. But I think that we really do match up, not even well, I think we match up better than the Crows. They are a good side, and like I said, like for the St Kilda game, we're on that sort of benchmark that, like, we'll just say the bottom 6 teams, right? We're in that sort of benchmark. We want to start versing these guys now to see where we are, to see where we need to improve. I said early in the week Collingwood by 14, but as the week has gone by, I feel like we might end up doing Adelaide in the high 20s, maybe, let's say 27 points now. But anyway, guys, this has just been my preview for the Collingwood-Adelaide clash. I'll be there at the MCG. I hope to see you guys there. But in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you later. We'd be going into this clash. Adelaide will go. In saying that, though, in that game,